It's amazing when people turn their life around. It's so refreshing to see someone in a new beginning, and this happens every day. This just shows that we humans can weather anything, and we just have to believe in our potential. Meet Taylor Thompson. He's a 28-year-old guy living in Mobile, Alabama, with a story to tell. And he was very fortunate to meet an amazing woman just when he decided to start over with his life. Taylor graduated high school with an advanced diploma. He then went to college for engineering and criminal justice. He was a promising young man. But, like normal young people like us, things don't always go the way he wanted. Taylor didn't have a perfect home life. His parents separated and he didn't get away without a form of abuse. And for this, Taylor became a troubled kid and dropped out of college. It's really interesting to see how home life affects our education and behavior very much. Let us know in the comments what you feel about Taylor's decision here. Also, subscribe and click the notification bell for fresh stories like this. Home life and dropping out of school eventually drove Taylor into substance abuse, which worsened his mental health. Soon, people would call the police on Taylor and he had to be tased to put under control. He was giving psychiatric help and was diagnosed with schizophrenia. To Taylor, everything was confusing, terrifying, and humiliating. It's very difficult to live with a mental illness. Your mind keeps producing feelings you don't want, and in the case of Taylor, he became unsafe to be around, as he's terrified and on guard for his safety all the time. The young man became a regular at the police station, but charges were always dropped when the police found out about his condition. Even though locals would have him arrested because they were threatened by him, Taylor is innocent through and through. No theft, no murder, not even petty crimes. Being diagnosed with schizophrenia can sometimes leave a person to be debilitated. Such was the case with Taylor. He could not care for himself and he couldn't keep a job. He became homeless, drifting to the streets to survive, finding shelter in Walmart tents every night. He was like that for 5 months and he was fortunate enough to survive. This was Taylor at his lowest, but our judgments on a person are only surface level. Deep within Taylor's head is him, the person he used to be, the desire to be a decent person. The Taylor everyone loved who was studious in college. It was during this point in his life when he met Brenda. Brenda was a person full of compassion, a mother who's able to provide care for her large family, all while operating a restaurant called Bruja's Pub and Grub. On a beautiful day when Taylor was feeling better than usual, he walked into the restaurant and asked for a job. Brenda thought it over. Many homeless people walk into the restaurant and look for a job, and she never considered hiring any of them since they are not qualified. However, when she saw Taylor, it was different. Taylor appeared to be more decent and worthy of her trust. Brenda felt that this was a God-given opportunity for her to help out the homeless man, and that day was meant to come. Something told her, maybe her intuition, to help the young man, offer him the job, and he'd be a great help to her too. She felt more compassionate that day and hired Taylor as a busboy and gave him money to buy clothes. From that point on, someone's life started to change, and someone was able to initiate that change. To this day, Taylor has been working at the restaurant and he was pretty good at the job. Brenda and Taylor are thankful for one another. Taylor was always determined to be the best employee, while the restaurant was gradually pulling Taylor away from homelessness. Word got around about this inspiring story of help from Taylor, and his community in Mobile started a Facebook fundraiser to help him pay for rent. The community was able to collect 10 weeks' worth of rent, which was significantly a huge help to the man. With this, Taylor's lifestyle began to get better. He was able to get professional help again, and he was able to stick to his prescription medication for his schizophrenia and bipolar disorder. He was also able to eat well again, and he learned to meditate, which plays a huge role in his treatment. Now that Taylor is back on his feet, he is working on his next achievement, which is to join the Navy SEALs as an engineer. He also plans to continue his education, aiming for political science at the University of South Alabama. Taylor's story is just proof that getting to the lowest point is not the end. And that is how you want it to end. We are people and we will always struggle just to get back up on our feet. We just need to know that we are part of a community that understands if you make them understand. So in a way, we are never alone. We can find hope and kindness wherever we go. Did you relate to Taylor in this video? Let us know your thoughts in the comment section below and give this video a thumbs up. If this is the kind of video that inspires you, hit subscribe and click the bell icon for the freshest stories from around the world. Thank you for watching.